After watching this video back, I've just realised I say Pippa instead of Piper Laurie. Apologies, it's Piper Laurie. Hello YouTube, I'm BigAl1982. This is the Movie Reviewers 100, the collaboration channel here on YouTube that brings you themes each week. This week's theme is also a requested theme, and that is Pippa Laurie, and I've decided to talk about the 1998/1999 release, The Faculty. Now I believe I've talked about this film in the past on this channel, but I'm coming to the conclusion that the video has been deleted due to the hacker we had on this channel a couple of years back, and I thought this is one of my favourite sci-fi films, and I wanted to watch it again, so I decided to watch it for Pippa Laurie week. This film is basically a horror mystery sci-fi film. Well, that's what it's tagged as, and for me it's definitely Invasion of the Body Snatchers for the 90s generation. The basic synopsis of this film is that the students suspect that the teachers are behaving weirdly, and they come to the conclusion that the teachers are aliens. Now this film has an all-star cast with a lot of early or late teen stroke early 20s actors from that period in time. Also a few well-known actors as the faculty. The group of youngsters, you have the jock, you have the geek, you have the pretty girl, you have the girl who's like a lesbian, you may say, and the dropout as well. The dropout is played by Josh Hartnett, who's sort of the star male figure of this film. You have the jock, who's played by Sean Hatzel, the geek, who's played by Elijah Wood. You have Jordana Britzer as the pretty girl, Laura Harris as the new girl on the block, and Celia DeVille, who plays sort of the lesbian or looking chick through this film, as they tag her as in this film. As I said, this film was directed by Robert Rodriguez, and the screenplay was written by Kevin Williamson, who's from I Know Did Last Summer, Scream, and also many others from that sort of genre in time. For me, this film does have a really 90s feel to it and look to the film, with at times some good CG and some really bad CG as well. So this week's theme is Pippa Laurie, and at the beginning of the film she does play a very timid drama teacher, and after an incident with Robert Patrick and the headmistress played by Bieber Newworth, you sort of see that versatility in her acting, where she changes from a very timid teacher to a very confident alien, you may say. And although that Pippa Laurie isn't particularly in this film a lot, when she is on screen, she does have this presence about her, especially when she is an alien, and she's sort of investigating a couple of the boys who witnessed an incident that happened. She's got this presence when she's calling Elijah Wood's character. Although people may not see this as a classic, for me it's a lot of fun, and when you're watching this type of sci-fi horror 90s film, that's what you really want from it, is to get an enjoyment out of it, having fun. And for me it does have that, although it's not particularly that scary, it's not a really jumpy film, it has its moments where it's fun, and there's some really good horror scenes, as you may say. A couple of the other faculty members I thought I may mention. We have Salma Hayek through the film, or in the film. Also you have John Stewart, who plays the professor, the science teacher, and he sort of at the middle of the film, when Elijah Wood stumbles across this little creature, he believes he's found a new species, which obviously turns out to be the aliens. There's a few scenes with him in the class where they discover that water helps the aliens or the species, and an incident where he's got the species in the water tank. And it's supposed to be a little bit of a jump now. I suppose the first time you watch it, it does give you a bit of a jump. For the more times you watch it, you know it's coming. It obviously takes that little jump away. But there's a good, I must say, there is a good scene where the demise of LeJohn Stewart, a Professor Edward character, which is worth a mention, that I like in the film. Also, as I said, Robert Patrick is in this film, and one of the scenes with the football at the Friday night football, and some of the expressions on his face really do make me laugh. His performance in this film. One other performance from one of the teachers I thought I had to mention was Fimin Janssen from X-Men fame, you may say. But she sort of does a very like Pippa Laurie, plays a very timid character at the beginning, and then with the aliens introduced to her, she sort of role reversal, and she's a confident woman who has this good chemistry with the Josh Hartnett character. So wrapping up this review, as I mentioned at the beginning, this is definitely a sort of wink to Invasion of the Body Snatchers for the 90s generation. It does mention that film quite a bit through the film. I believe Robert Rodriguez might have a soft touch for that film, as well as Stephen Williamson. But for me, this is definitely a fun sci-fi horror film for the late 90s. One of the good last 90s film, with a great cast of versatile actors, and it's just a film to enjoy. So this has been Pippa Laurie week. I just must admit, I haven't seen many films with Pippa Laurie in. The other week I did watch Carrie for the last time, which EJ reviewed last week for Sissy Spade that week, and I'm sure we'll have someone review it this week as well, give their review of Carrie. I know she's in a film called Hesh that I picked up a couple of years back now, with Joshua Gordon-Levitt in there, which I was tempted to watch, I must admit, but for some reason I just really wanted to talk about The Faculty again, one of my favourite films. So I'm looking forward to checking out people's reviews this week, and maybe finding a film that I haven't seen before, and to give it a watch for Pippa Laurie week. Thanks for watching this review. I apologise for its length, and I apologise for my voice. Do have a bit of man flu. All the best, and I hope you all have a great weekend. I've been Big Al 1982. Thanks for watching, liking and subscribing to the Movie Reviewers 100, and thanks for getting us to that 1000 sub mark. Thank you and all the best.